Hey look, a regular Opsiian video. Just kidding, I'm killing this woman. I have done a pretty decent job at completely avoiding spoilers for this, and the only reason I'm playing it is because I am being forced to against my will.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. It's because
While I
she's locked up.
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
I doubt it.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, I'm sure this won't be morally conflicting to me at all.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Oh, I have a voice.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
No, I mean...
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is
No, there's a
stale
knife
and
right there.
musty.
Can I have
The
it?
blade is your implement.
Oh, okay.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Give me that.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I just wanted it, it looked nice.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Who's there?
It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
There's no way I would kill you. I would never think about that at all. Let's just keep
You
going.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I mean, alright.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
The fuck am I?
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No, not really. I'd be surprised.
Moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
No, of course not. Are you fucking stupid?
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Double tap. Stab her again. Oh, I want the knife. Give me it back.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
Bird.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
She was
guess
armed,
I
you
won't be
idiot.
dying alone after all.
The little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
At least you managed to take her with you,
Yeah.
for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, that was easy. That was a fun game. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the
Wait.
end of that path is a cabin. It will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I've already been clarified on that. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals.
I don't have
The fate
those.
of the world is at risk right now. If he
No.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you, the voices in my head, speaking to me on this
whole
matter?
thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again. After we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Why does the voice of the cheated sound like Wallace?
You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
No, you're part of it. You're part of it. The narrator's always part of it.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their
Whoa,
splintered
wait,
edges
wait,
as
no.
uninviting as shattered glass.
Can I look in the mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Can I look in the mirror? Why is everything warped and broken except the mirror? Yeah, look at the mirror. The mirror's
Walk
fine.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
If we just bore her to death.
Her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
She is going to stab us if we get close to her.
I know, Wallace.
Knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
In your ass.
It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
That is true. They're not much to gander at.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Liquid metal.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, that was tragic. Okay.
Fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of we have to fight.
Who the fuck are you?
Good. It's better than
Who the fuck are you?
without a fight.
I'm just a crock pot of voices, aren't I? I love the art style of this game so much. I love it so much. It reminds me of Neverending Nightmares a little bit.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh, okay, thank God.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
I thought I did perfect last time. How dare you
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
All of these ideas suck, think of something better.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You're a pretty lady.
She skewers you.
If we don't let ourselves feel it. That's true! If we just don't die when we die, we should be fine if we don't die. It doesn't work.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I agree.
She skewers you,
Fuck.
and then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction.
We'll notch up that win in no time.
I love my voices. My collection of voices that I have gathered in my brain hole.
Narrator?
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of
Ah, that's not
as it
cake.
stretches and tears. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Get these voices out of my fucking head.
It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Both strikes are lethal, neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Oh, did I get the good ending? Bye. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Silence has reached towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I am a bird! That's all I wanted to know. No?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Bird.
Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
You're being somatic. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I'm not good at remembering things, but I'll try.
You won't.
Okay, I died.
Before she will lie.
Shut up.
We're not going to go
Shut up.
ignore him.
Shut up. Well, I already know what killing her is gonna do, so... Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
But I do want to know you. I want to know who you are and why you here for do thing. Okay, yeah, kill her.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand.
I
She
wanted
doesn't
to
stop
learn,
there.
it was important.
Kicks you a few times for good measure.
The tower? Wait, no, it was the... wait.
You're on a path in the woods.
I've never actually turned around and leave. What does that do?
Right. Do you even know where you're going?
No, I want to know what that is.
Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
What's this way?
That's strange.
Leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes.
It's right back down the path you came.
Is this also gonna lead to the cabin?
Something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
The world around you is unwound, the physical matter replaces textured nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. I do. The feelers. I don't like her breathing in the background. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. And so the void gets me the hands. What if I enter without the knife?
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice sounds different.
Don't let it fool you.
That maybe she'll be more honest with me?
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting...
Shut up.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Let's talk of it first.
Okay.
Aww.
Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay, princess.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, can you use the blade that you have in your thigh to lockpick this for me?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. Here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You just cut your hand off, it's fine, it'll grow back.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her...
tasty, is it delicious?
From upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Say the princess.
Fine.
I had no other option.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm.
That is right below her artery, so she should be fine. I mean, she's gonna bleed out and die, not that it matters, because you are made of steel.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, let's hold hands, I think.
No. I can't just let her escape into the world. Princess approaches the bottom stair. Your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No. Where's this?
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
We both know this isn't you.
You've only known me for a few minutes.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. Everything goes dark, and you die. A warning, she will...
If only... Excuse me?
Wait, what?
Forget he said anything.
No, I didn't. I skipped through. I didn't read it. What'd he
But
say?
he is a villain.
Oh.
He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do. Passions are too great to be stifled. They must...
The interior of the cabin
Huh?
is...
What kind of Time Lord magic is this? No. No more blade. I'm gonna go no blade route.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? Still do right by her without all this fawning.
There are no deer involved. What happened after I
He
died?
died, and now we're talking.
Oh, okay.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. We're doomed.
What do you mean we? It's just me, you, and her. I haven't seen anybody else in this setting except us three.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yeah.
What do we do now?
Die. If she wants to end the world, I will gladly end the world with her.
Entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
If we try together,
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
by our powers combined,
Like
we
a
can
pair of
open this door.
teenagers, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Are we teenagers? I'm 25.
A happy ending at last.
My love will set me free.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
You find yourself in that long quiet once again.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Okay, I can wait.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay, when I went in there without the blade, she seemed fine? What if I change my mind at the last second? If I change my mind at the last second, what happens?
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Let me see the face of my rescuer. Check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
I don't imagine you'd go anywhere. Save the princess, slay the princess. We're gonna slay her this
Without
time.
hesitation,
I am the backstabber. I am the
wound
bird.
drives her to the ground.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Yes.
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
Pecker.
I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
I'm a bird.
You're
Interesting.
on a path in the woods. The
Hello?
interior of the
Oh.
cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
I mean, he wants me to kill her, so allegedly he's gonna throw the knife back
No
down there
blade.
again, I think.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
The narrator is his own character. I need him to die. I don't trust you, see
Very
ya.
pragmatic.
If I don't take you, the wilds will.
I am the wilds, lady.
You turn to leave, but as you do, there's a deep, guttural groan, seemingly uttered by the walls themselves.
The plants are
What the
digesting
hell is
me.
going on?
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to hear it happen.
Well, then I will just remove my mouth.
She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction.
You just described me.
A thick root pushing its way into the cabin. An unstoppable, unyielding wall of shit. And then you pop. Everything goes dark. And you die.
We
Huh?
are a path in the woods.
You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
I am the wild, baby.
And now we're here. Existing.
I'm fine being one with the woods.
How about you try remembering how it all felt?
Burning, crushing, squishing.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you? No, stop!
Just please disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world, at the place you need to be.
We found it. I knew it. I knew there was something he was keeping from us. Beautiful.
The dimensional rift? No. The tree! She's a tree now! Hello, Yggdrasil.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
This is my favorite one that you've been so far. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Technically they do, but they don't. The fact that they don't exist means it's a contradiction itself. So yes, they do exist, but also they don't. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Sure thing.
Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior.
I don't know, man. I feel like the concept of princess has been greatly romanticized. She might have some sort of martial art training, or at least has knowledge of genocidal tactics.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
See what I mean? You don't doubt princesses or princesses. Alright. Flee and lock her in the basement. Let's see if that
Are you
works.
serious?
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. We can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
No, I'm pretty aware. Ignore her and go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Good night.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You're welcome.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Yeah, but I already got that ending.
And you die.
Good night. Oh.
Don't trust anyone.
Now the paranoid's back.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
Oh,
The smooth
that's a trap. She's gonna come out of there. Step off the void between the stairs. Are you crazy? Yeah, let's do it.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well, this is very Yumaniki-ish. Right seems to be going longer, so let's go right.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
She's got like a mask on this time. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. All I need to do is break your concentration.
Remain with my nightmare.
Heart, lungs, liver.
You are my nightmare.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. With every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. The worms have found their orifices.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter. Oh, what chapter are we on? What chapter are we on? What? I don't know what chapter this is.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
No, Wallace is back.
Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
In the mirror, there I am.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Okay.
You reach down to take the blade,
Ah!
but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
My knife.
It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us. Princess in the pit blinks closer.
Joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right? You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Oh, okay.
A witness.
Ah, a lot of pessimistic options. Alright.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Where is she? There she is, my bundle of hands and nightmare fuel.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I find him.
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it.
Alright, I'm ready.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh, good.
I will be here, waiting for you.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
The adversary.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Alright, take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
You'd think I would have got this one first.
You're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I can have both.
As you descend the final step...
Oh, she's a demon! You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Oh, well, fuck you. Alright, attack the princess.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Hello?
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
Be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave. Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Yes!
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Without missing a step, you grab the blade from the altar.
Touch grass with me, woman.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean.
Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Hell yeah!
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something...
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Gaze into my reflection. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Or nothing at all. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Jagged shards of broken glass.
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
I don't want to know what my true identity is. Fuck you, die. You've heard enough. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yes, you can. Is this appropriate?
And my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Yes. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I am the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Not the very end. I really don't want to kill her.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you. I love you. It's magnificent.